I know we never start standing. What's going on? Okay, so tadasana, feet a little bit apart, about hip width. Bring the hips back. Bring the hips back in line. So often we stand with them a little jutted forward. Draw the whole pelvis back a little bit and feel the heart in the center of the throat perched above. Take a breath in. On your out breath, just drop your head down, relaxing the back of your neck. Now, as you breathe in, roll your head over towards your shoulder without letting the shoulders move. And breathe out, roll the head down again. And keep going, rolling through to the other shoulder. So you're trying to do this movement with your head. Keep going with your breath, but without really moving anything else. Yeah, so exactly, just letting the weight of your head draw some of that tension out of the neck. Keep the shoulders back and down. And when the head comes to the center again, we're going to leave it there. And then take a breath in and lift the chin to the sky, opening the throat. And breathe out back to the middle, just standing tall. Let's take a breath in, open the arms wide, stretch up to the sky. Catch a hold of your left wrist. Breathe out, settle in through the knees, through the feet to the earth, and then breathe in, up. Now over to the right a little bit. Bend the left knee a little bit. Drop the tailbone down, curling it under a little. Now big breath in, push into the left foot, open the side body. Now back to the center, swap hands. So soft now through the knees and then rise up on the inhale, over to the left on the exhale. Now as we go to the left, just bend the knee, right knee a little bit. Take another breath in, push down through the right foot, go over a little more in that side bend. Back to the center. Let go and breathe in, lift up to the sky. We're going to breathe out, let the hands go down by your sides, bend your knees and drop your head, rounding the back a little bit. Stay here, take a breath in. Now breathe out and start to drop down a little more, like about halfway. And just swing the arms out of the shoulder sockets there. Make sure you're doing nothing intentional with the arms. Keep going. Keep rolling your way down over the legs. Easing down with the breath towards a very gentle Uttanasana. Breathing here, just move around a little bit. You can sway your hips. You could bend or straighten a leg at a time. I'll stay here and take one more breath. Really dropping the head, dropping the arms. Relax your shoulders. Breathe in now, hands to your shins. And lengthen. Feel the breath lift the body halfway between the ground and the sky. And then just walk it on out. Downward dog. Settling into that downward dog for a moment now. Let's drop on down to our knees, hands and knees. Breathe in, cow pose. Breathe out round the back now, pelvic floor connection, Mula Bandha. Draw up and in through those muscles. Breathe in, release, lengthen and open. And two more times. So exhaling, drawing in, curling the tailbone under, squeezing the muscles of the pelvic floor, lifting them into the body. And one more. Feel the connection all the way from the tailbone to the head. So as we exhale and curl into cat, feel it from the pelvic floor, but feeding the movement all the way through the spine into your head. Now on the next breath in, release and open the right arm out to the side, a little twist to the right, in and under the body for a kneeling twist, palm sliding through. You can go right down to your shoulder, to your head if you can. Breathe in, breathe out, just feel now. Take one more breath just here. Get ready to open it back up again. Inhale, opening that right arm out to the side, up towards the sky. Bring it on down, breathing out. We'll take the left arm out. Inhale. So take your time. Feel what's happening. And then in and under the body, exhale. So you settle in and then breathe to go a little deeper, leaning into the left side. Another breath. Draw the arm out of there as you breathe in, unwinding again to the left. Feel. Bring it on down, hand to the earth, a little ahead of us. Let's head for Anahatasana. Breathing in. Breathe out, hands far ahead. Keep the hips lifting and drawing back, open through the chest and shoulders. Now, as you breathe in, anchor the hands firm. Round your back, breathing as though into a cat pose. Breathe out. Now draw the lower belly up and in to go deeper into Anahatasana. One more like that. So we're releasing any pressure in the shoulders as we breathe in, drawing up away from the earth. And then as we breathe out gently, ease in a little deeper. Forwards now on your forearms. Inhale, forearm plank. Exhale here, pausing now. We're going to stay here and take a breath. Inhale, engaging Mula Bandha. Exhale. Turn the right arm across your mat, perpendicular, make a fist. And then switch to the right side for side plank. Rotating the feet, we lift the left hand to the sky. So you can have one foot in front of the other, or if it's too much, just put that right knee on the earth, folding the foot behind you. So breathe in, take those hips forwards and up, stay with it, that's it. Now breathe out, we're going to turn it and bring the left arm down across the mat, shifting to the left side. So right arm rising up, we're going forwards and up with the hips. Breathe. Can you feel Mula Bandha here? Pelvic floor connection. Breathe out, bring it on down, bring the arm down, set the forearms up, come back to your forearm plank, palms flat on the earth. Take a breath in, breathe out, legs down, point the toes back. Breathe in, upward puppy. So perched on the forearms, lift the ribs. Breathe out, drop the head. Chin to your throat. Roll it over. Your head towards one shoulder. And back and down. Keep going now. Through to the other side. And all the way around and down. Then lifting. Inhale. Through the soft palate of the mouth. Let the neck get long. Front and back. Come on down. Bring the head to the hands. Hands like a pillow here. Breathe in, lengthen your right leg so much it floats off the earth. Pointing the toes, breathe out, stay here. And get long and strong through that leg, breathe in. Breathe out, lower it down. Left side, inhale. Pointing the toes, push the toes away and up off the earth. Hold it here, exhale, the pelvis hasn't twisted. Take another breath, inhale. And lower it down. Now both legs. Inhale. Let them float up and we can bring our arms up as well, keeping the head on the hands. Breathe out. Can you feel that Mula Bandha connection here? Breathe in. Stay with this and breathe out. Just swim the arms wide and back towards the feet. We don't change what we're doing with the neck and the head. Breathe in. Breathe out, hands to the earth under the shoulders, keeping the legs floating for a second. Now bring the legs down, but keep them really strong. And rising cobra, squeezing the elbows in by your sides, keep the shoulders back. Now lifting the hip bones away from the earth, lift the thighs, come to a kneeling plank, pause, breathe in. Feel the neck and the head in line. Breathe out, toes curl under and we lift the knees. Plank. Now stay here, take a breath. Breathe out, shifting onto the right hand. Swivel the feet to the right. We come to a side plank here. Left hand to the sky. Keep the hips high. So again, if it's too strong, we put the right knee down. Okay, so if we can keep both legs straight, great. One foot in front of the other. Draw the hips forwards and up. Breathe in. Really good. Bring it back to plank. Breathe out. Pause. Breathe in. Breathe out. Heels to the left. Weight into the left hand. Right hand to the sky. Mula Bandha. Pelvic floor. Helping to hold the weight of the body. So it's not just about your arm. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring it back to plank. Now another breath just here. Inhale. And hips up and back. Exhale. Downward dog. Relax into the breath here now. Feel the hips drawing up and back. Lovely, strong, long spine. And the heels descending. Keeping the feet parallel. Can you feel the hands firm on the earth? No gap under the knuckles. Let's walk our hands down the mat towards us. Breathing in, we'll bring our hands to our shins, floating halfway between the ground and the sky. And breathe out, drop in. Now bend your knees and bow in gently. Listen to the breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, let that head go a little more. Let the hips float upwards a little bit. Let's take one more breath. Now bending the knees. Breathe in, uncurl halfway. I'm going to pause here, halfway up. Breathe out, a little sway. Really dangling the arms and the head. Come up almost all the way, breathing in. Nearly at the top, just breathe out. So a softness in the knees, the tailbone curled under, head and arms hanging. Now all the way up, breathing in slow. As we exhale, we roll our shoulders back, let the head find its place, top of the spine. Breathe in, open the arms wide and up to the sky, big stretch. And then gather the hands down to the heart. Breathing in, send the hands forwards, Avahana Mudra, little cupped hands. They come forwards and then open. Spin the thumbs down and around behind, interlacing the fingers, soften the knees. Now from your feet, inhale, rise up, open heart, shoulders back. Then the knees bow forwards. Exhale, half wheel, hands rising off the back, drop your head. Take your time now, listen to your breath. Time to deepen the breath. Perhaps you'll hear that ujjayi sound in your throat. Try and breathe in through your nose. And out through the nose or mouth. We're going to bend our knees this time and inhale, come to chair pose, lifting the arms, keeping the knees and feet hip width apart. Press your palms down, push back behind you. Really active, but staying in the chair. So we go again, we bring the arms to the sky, inhale. And as we push our arms back, you can choose, could you lift your heels a tiny bit? Then put the heels down, breathe in, arms rise. Breathe out, steady. See if you can lift those heels a little bit more. Quite challenging, isn't it? Heels down, breathe in. We're doing 2 more of these. Breathe out, steady gaze. Last one. Heels down as the hands rise. And as the hands float down, gently pull the heels up, high as you can. Down they go and we breathe in. We let the hands rise again, sit a bit deeper. And bring it in and down and walk it on out, downward dog. Bring the feet together. Breathe in. Bring the right leg up. Go up on your toes. Now we're going to curl the knee in to the nose, our tiger curl. Breathing in, take it up. This time as we breathe out, bring the knee to the right upper arm, high as you can. Back up. Inhale. To the opposite arm, trying to get to the elbow if we can. Back up. Inhale. Now step it through. Exhale. Bring the back knee down. Breathe in and lengthen forwards through the heart. Turn the toes slightly out, left hand firm on the earth. We're going to breathe in. Sweep the right arm around. Not go easy, but lie back into that if it's comfortable. Breathe out. Just be here. So a little opening through your hip. Let your knee move out to the right a little. Take one more breath in. And then bring it back around as you breathe out. Skandasana. Lifting the back knee. Shift all the way to the left. Bend the left knee. I'll just be here. Breathe. Feel both feet firm on the earth, leaning gently as you exhale into that left side. Really good. Take another breath. Back to the top of the mat as you breathe in. We'll come to a lunge. Breathe out. Lifting the back leg nice and strong. Back to plank. Breathe in. Now as we breathe out, just drop your knees, bend your elbows, hover in a little mini chattarunga. Push back up, breathe in. And then again, breathe out, bending the arms, head in line. Breathe in, back up. Breathe out. Mula Bandha. Lift up. Now straight legs this time if you like, because we're going all the way down. Exhale. Cobra or upward dog if you feel drawn to that. I'm sticking with cobra. Breathe out, back on our knees. We're lifting a kneeling plank, so hips, thighs lifting. Breathe in. Breathe out, tuck the toes, lift the knees. Feel your strong plank. Breathe in, Mula Bandha. Breathe out, downward dog. Nice, bring the feet together. Left leg, inhale, let it float up. Now draw it in, knee to your nose. Back up. Inhale, really strong, straight top leg. Knee to the left upper arm, exhale. Breathe in, leg to the sky. Now to the opposite elbow, exhale. Back up. Inhale. I'm taking it through. Exhale. Back knee down, adjust your foot if you need to, bring it right up there. Breathe in, lengthen through the heart. Breathe out, right hand firm, skin the left toes slightly out. Now inhale, open the chest, reaching the left arm back. There you go. Breathe out, be here. Feel a little bit of an opening through the left hip. Knee moving away from you. Nice. Another big breath in. And then we're going back around as we exhale. Lifting up and around to the right. Skandasana, bending the right knee. Try to keep both feet firm. And as you exhale, just bend that right knee a little more. So you're inside that leg. Leaning into that space there inside the knee. So take another breath. Deep opening for that right hip. Inhale, back to the top. Find your lunge, and as you exhale, 4 directions. Lengthening, lowering, lifting. Good, back into plank. Inhale. Now knees to the earth. We're going to do these little mini chaturungas. Exhale. So you hover, hold it, push it back up. Inhale. Mula Bandha the whole time. We exhale. Little tiny press up. Back up. Inhale. Elbows by your sides. Exhale. Head in line. Engage your pelvic floor. Back up now, knees lift if you like. We're going all the way down. Exhale. Cobra. Inhale. Back to our kneeling plank. Exhale. Pause. Feel that alignment and strength through the middle. Tuck the toes. Breathe out, knees up. Lovely strong plank. Take a breath. Breathe out, downward dog. Walk the hands down towards you. Hands to the shins. We'll breathe in. Float halfway. Lengthen through the heart. Bow down. Hands around the back of the ankles this time. Hug the elbows in by the sides of your legs. Drop your head. Now let go. On one inhale, we'll come all the way up. Open the arms up to the sky. And then gather it in. Exhale to the heart. Relax. Take a breath here. This time we'll take our feet a little bit wider. Turn them out slightly. Breathe into the sky. Lift and then down to a squat. So your first squat, so just go easy, see how it feels. Elbows inside your knees, lean in. Keep the heart, the chest open, shoulders back. Breathe. Easing the hips deeper as they're willing. Protecting your knees. And letting the movement come from the hip joints and the lower back. Really nice, everyone. Let's take one more breath. Now walk it on out to your downward dog. Bring your feet together. Inhale, right leg up. Now really lift into the top foot, straighten the leg, give it purpose. Now draw through, and as you do, curl in high and step the foot all the way up. Now turn the back heel down. Inhale, come up to warrior two. Exhale, arms out wide. Here we are. So breathe in. Breathe out, feel some sense of Mula Bandha, connecting in through the pelvic floor. Let the right arm come down on the leg and let the left arm come overhead, side angle. Inhale. Now, as we exhale, sweep the arm forwards and then by your side. That's your exhale there, by your side. Now, on your inhale, bring your arm forwards in front of you, over your head, look down towards the earth, stick your bum out behind, stick out the tailbone. Now, as you exhale, pull the arm back and pull the hips in under the body. Okay, so we can even drop the right fingertips to the floor. Bring the left arm forwards, almost like a forward bend. Let the hips stick out behind. And then exhale, pull them in underneath as you pull your arm back for a deeper hip opening. Let's try it again a couple of times. So inhale, forwards, overhead. Exhale, pull back, keeping the arm on the leg or inside the leg. Good, that's the right arm I'm talking about. Left arm moving forwards. Pull back. Now keep it here. Inhale and let the arm come over your head, completing that side angle pose, Parshvakonasana. Exhale. Lovely, everyone. One more big breath in. And then as you exhale, circle the arm down to bring you all the way back up to standing, straighten the front leg. We're going to breathe in, right arm to the sky, little counter pose. Reach up and over your head. Exhale, come back, down into your lunge. Left hand firm on the earth. Spin the right toes to the right. Go onto the edge of the back foot. Reach the right hand around. Breathe out, come back around. Skandasana, bending the left leg. Top of your mat, breathing in. Breathe out into your lunge. Let's go back. Inhale to plank. Exhale and just lower, chattarunga. We're rising, inhale. On one exhale, we're coming back to downward dog, but feel that moment of kneeling plank, of plank maybe on the front of the feet, and downward dog. Feet together. Breathe in left leg. Rising. Now give it purpose. Straighten it. Go higher. Coil in. Exhale. Step up. Back foot turns. Heel to the earth. Bend the front knee deeply. Inhale. Circle right arm overhead. Exhale. Warrior two. Breathe in. Breathe out. Mula Bandha. Now dropping the left arm to the leg. Breathe in. We'll take our right arm overhead. Just a little side angle pose here. And then bring the arm in front of you and around and back by your side. That's your exhale. Now here we go. It's a little different. So arm forwards, hips sticking out behind you, looking down. And then exhale, pull the arm back as you pull the hips in line as well. Inhale, we can drop our left fingertips to the floor or to a block. Exhale, pull back. Deep hip opening. Keep it going. So inhale. As you look down, you're letting the hips go back. And as you exhale and pull the arm back, pull the hips in, into the midline of the mat. A couple more times. Now stay. Breathe in and take that right arm overhead now, side angle, Parshvakonasana. Breathe out. One more breath in. Breathe out, circle the arm down in front of you and let that pull you all the way up to standing straight in the front leg. Let's go reverse stretch here, left hand to the sky, big breath in. Breathe out, back to our lunge. Now we twist, right hand to the ground, spin all the toes to the left, reach around. You can always do that with the back knee on the ground like we did earlier if you like. Back around to the right. One exhale takes us all the way to Skandasana. Inhale back to the top. Exhale, here we are in our lunge. Now back into plank, inhale. Lower on down, exhale, chattarunga. Keep that pelvic floor connection, that root lock. Inhale, rise up. Now lifting through the middle, downward dog. Breathe. Walk your feet forwards halfway up your mat, taking them as wide as your mat. Turn your feet out. Breathe in. We'll come back to that squat. Exhale. So after that little standing sequence, the hips might be a little freer. We'll see. Breathe here. Let's come all the way down to the ground. So hands and knees to get there, or just sit. Stretch your legs out in front. Breathe in. Arms ahead of you. Breathe out, roll on down. Take the arms wide like snow angel arms. Circle them around you and over your head. And as you breathe out, gather both knees into the body and give yourself a hug. Now take the knees forwards over your hips. Lift your feet in line with your knees. Inhale, arms out wide. Exhale, drop those knees in that shape over to the left. So that right angle means the feet are off the mat. They're directly under the knees. Maybe your left hand on the top leg. Now breathe in. As you breathe out, let the head go to the right. Now enjoy one more big breath here. Come to the middle as you breathe in. Use your tummy muscles to lift the legs in that same shape. And then over the other way, breathing out. Breathe in. Breathe out, head towards the left. One more breath here. And to the center, breathe in. Breathe out. Let's bring the knees right in. Another little hug, maybe a happy baby. Take a breath here. Now, let's let this go. Roll over to your side and we're going to gather our props for Shavasana. So if you have a bolster and some cushions and a blanket, let's get all of that now. So if you have a bolster, we'll bring that across the end of the mat. It's going to go under the knees, and a nice little adjustment here is to put a block under the side of it that's near your head, so you make a slope for your legs. So your knees will be high and your heels down the other side of it. Now, you might go the whole hog and roll up a blanket or a towel for under your ankles. Certainly get a cushion for under your head and maybe one for under each hand as well. Get an eye pillow, get a blanket. So the position of the legs is kind of important. Your knees are the highest point. A little rolled up blanket or towel just supports the very back of the ankles. When you come back, tuck your tailbone, get onto your sacrum, lie back. Now, if you don't have a bolster, you can do the same thing with lots of firm cushions to elevate the knees. The cushion under the head, but also if you have it, 2 little cushions or even hand towels under the hands, just the back of the hands, elbows on the earth. So now feel, are you totally supported or are you reaching out for any of those props? Can you place the props so that your body kind of lands on them? There's no effort here. Now feel all of these supports underneath you. Notice the lightness or heaviness of the body as it rests into these places. Notice the breath coming and going. And let the head relax. Sinking your head a little deeper. Feel if this affects the neck and shoulders. Quite a lot of the tension we hold in the neck and shoulders is due to having to support our head. So especially if the head is a little offline, if it's a little thrown forwards, as is often the case, this brings tension to the neck constantly. So feel how it is as you drop your head back and let it be held. Let the shoulders relax. And feel in this letting go of the head, the neck, the shoulders, that there's a letting go in the arms. Soften the hands and fingers. Feel the breath come and go. As you empty now, down through the whole body. Feel the softening of your back, your hips, all of the muscles around the pelvis and the legs. the feet, the toes, the whole body. Let the whole body breathe and relax, allowing the whole practice to settle. Taking this moment just to be, letting go of what's been, trusting what is to come, and allow yourself to be here in the middle, present, fully alive in this moment, fully present. Now, if you have your own positive affirmation, repeat it 3 times. Or simply repeat to yourself now 3 times. Just this moment, here and now. Now take in the sounds around you. Take in the feeling in the body. Notice your breath. And take a deeper breath in. Breathe it out as you're ready, emptying the back of the waist to the earth. Anchoring the pelvis here, roll the kneecaps towards the ceiling and then hold the pelvis steady. Bend one leg, bring the foot to the bolster and then the other. And then roll over to your side. Coming up from your side as you're ready. We'll find our seat. Sit in a way that's comfortable for you. Bring your hands together at the heart center. Bow the head for a moment and notice how you feel. Bring to mind someone you feel grateful for in your life. Let's take a big breath in, stretch on up to the sky. Gather it in, draw the hands together down to the third eye, the heart center, and the earth. Namaste.